What do you do about the 12 million undocumented people who are here, some of whom have been here 15, 20 years, never known a life in another country? What do you do about them?
First, we need to go ahead and secure the border. But from a homeland security point of view, and from a law enforcement, from a humane point of view, Congress is going to have to address this issue. I think most of the people that are here today came here because they saw America as the land of opportunity. I see America as the land of opportunity. I've been able to live the American dream. I want people to be able to live their dreams. But if people want to be a United States citizen, then they need to go back to their home of origin and apply. That may be something that Congress will take a serious look at, some mechanism to do that. But I believe in legal immigration, and we are a nation of laws, so we need to set in motion a process whereby if people want to be citizens, there's a procedure for them to go back home, apply, and become citizens, and move this country forward.
We live in a nation under rule of law. It's got to mean something. And if somebody breaks the law, if somebody comes here illegally, that has to have consequences. You know, amnesty, and there are a lot of people that push amnesty. Amnesty is fundamentally unfair to those who waited in line, who came here legally, and it's inconsistent with living in a nation that respects the rule of law. Now, are there human tragedies? Of course there are. And it's the result of a system that is broken. It's a result of a system where the border is not secure.
But this young woman, do you send her to INS and send her home, or do you establish a process where she can apply to stay, or what do you do?
I think you enforce the law.
You send her home.
I think you enforce the law.
I'm afraid you can't do it on a one-off type of basis, and that's what we've been trying to do. And I can give so many different instances. And to understand, I think it's terrific that people look at our country from across the world and say, this is the place I want to be. This is where the opportunity is. I just want to make sure that's the situation 10 years from now as well as it is today. I appreciate that. I understand it, that's an important part, and I think it's an important part of our country, and I love that idea. But we can't solve this problem on one-off. We've got to step back and say, how do we formulate an answer to immigration in total? And I think there's a lot of different pieces to it, and it's going to have to be putting people in a room that actually want to solve that. They're not going to go down through 12 million cases. It's not going to work. There's not going to be a perfect answer. Some of those folks may be unhappy. But we've got to deal with the situation, because the problem with it is those politicians win because they dodge a problem and they get elected every single time. But you and I pay for it. You and I pay for it in more education costs, more health care costs, etc. Plus, we don't take people who should have stood in line in the right way, in a legal way, and be able to assimilate them in the right way, become part of our society, understand the language, have the same opportunities that you and I do. We've lost all that. Everybody loses in this except the politicians.
They're good people, most of them. There are a lot of them that are working hard and they're accountable. I know many, but they're here now illegally. And they have known that by the time they became 18 years old and 6 months, at that point, they are here now breaking the law. And so we have got to have them go back across and get in line to find a way to come back over the right way. And that's the country, that's the law. It's not an opinion of this or that. It's, hey, our Constitution says it this way. Go back over there, get in line, and come on across. We'd love to have you.